This channel is for educational purposes only. Please do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions.
Hi, this is Joe Rabil. So we're going to talk about something I think pretty important today. This is a new trade, not a new trade setup, but a new definition in what we're trying to find. I think if you add this specific trade setup into your arsenal, you're going to improve results, and it gives you something a little bit different to be on the lookout for. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you want to learn more about these techniques, I would suggest clicking the link in the description to find out more about my book. Also, if you do enjoy this content, please hit that like button and also subscribe. Okay, so I've got the charts of Valero Energy up. On the left side, I've got a weekly chart. On the right side, I've got a daily. All right. This is a 2 time frame setup. You don't necessarily need to look at a higher time frame. Although I will say, if you look at the monthly chart, I got a weekly and a daily. So in this instance, I would say if you look at the monthly, it might help you prevent making any major mistakes. But for the most part, if you follow these rules, you don't necessarily need to look at any other time frames. All right. Now, what I'm going to show you is certain things that take place at the turn. So we're looking at something that is turning. It's like a new trend. Now, a new trend can be where you're going like this. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be going downward. I'm showing you a downward one, but we could be something taking place inside of a range, and it could happen like this on a sideways pattern where it's been coming down like that, and all of a sudden it starts to hold at a higher level. All right, so that it is. I was going to show you a different example of the sideways one, but let's just use this specific, and I think if you understand the rules, I think you'll get the gist of it. So we break the downtrend line on the move to the upside. All right, but one of the key characteristics that we're trying to identify is where the 18 has been declining, and then all of a sudden it turns up, and we get our first, say, successful hold of the 18, where we hold the 18 for the first time in a new trend. All right, this is a key to this setup. We want to make sure we're pulling back towards the 18 and pretty close. I mean, in the area of it. Now, if we get a really strong move, sometimes you won't pull all the way back. The ADX will be rising in that case, and if it's rising, then you might not pull all the way back to the 18. But for the most part, and especially when we're in a new trend, a new potential trend is forming, and we're pulling back. Most of the time, it's going to pull back to the 18. Now, the second key to this setup is we have to hold the signal line. All right. Now, I'm going to show you how we're going to identify the way to play this. But this is an important key. If we come back and break that signal line, then this is no longer the trade setup that I'm talking about. All right. It doesn't mean that it couldn't be played, but it's going to be a lot more complex if it rolls through the signal line here. Now, when it's close to the zero line. All right, you could break this and turn it into a zero line reversal. But for this specific pattern, we are looking for when the MACD holds the signal line. All right, so that's kind of point number 2 that's key. So first point that's key is that this is the first pullback to the 18 in a new trend. All right. Second point is we're holding the signal line through a pullback. Third thing we like to see is that this is the first signal as we're crossing above the zero line. All right. So we want it to be relatively close to the zero line, but we just want to make sure this is the first pinch. Right, we're getting our first pinch as we work our way back towards the zero line. Or cross above the zero line. All right. Now, as an additional key, we would like to see improvement in the ADX. All right. DI it would qualify in a trend that's turning around. Sometimes you're only going to get improvement in DI. You're not going to see the ADX until the next move up. It's more of that's more of when the trend is confirmed as opposed to when the trend is turning. Okay, so we might not have that ADX crossing above 25 and rising at this point, but we want to see improvement in the DI. And clearly, green DI crosses above 25, and then even though it crosses back below, it holds above the red through a pullback. All right, so that's what I would consider to be improvement. Now, for the sake of this trade, the way it's done, since we don't necessarily have ADX strength associated with it, we're only playing it for a single leg. We're only looking to make a move from here to there. Maybe just try and catch this one leg. All right, and that's why, based on the rules, what I would suggest doing is you're risking 2 times. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your entry time frame. In fact, let me go through the lower time frame first. So we pull back to the 18. All right, we're holding this. All right, but we need to hold through a trigger. So we have to come up and trigger to the upside and still be holding the signal line throughout that. All right, if we've done that, we have a trade set up. All right, now one of the things that needs to take place on this time frame is the 18 needs to cross back below the 40, and price needs to close below both of these lines. All right, if we have that, then we truly have a full setup in place. The lower time frame is set up and the higher time frame is set up. If the 18 crosses down below the 40 and we are still holding above the signal line, that's sort of a sign that there was a lot of strength to the upside, because we can go through a full pullback. A full pullback is where the 18 crosses down below the 40, right? Now, sometimes what will happen is the 18 will come down. Here's the 40. And it'll just kiss like that, and that's enough for this trade. It would still qualify as a setup. And sometimes what'll happen is price will start moving back above, and then we'll get the cross below, the slight cross below, where the 18 crosses down below the 40 slightly. Again, that's another setup that would qualify. All right, but for the most part, we're going to see the 18 clearly cross down below, and price will be below both. And in this setup, because of what we're looking at on the higher time frame, okay, the overrun is a little less important. It's not quite as important as it might be in a normal trade that might have a little overrun here. It might take a double bottom or something like that. When we have this situation in place where there's a lot of strength in the momentum based on the MACD especially, and we're a newborn trend, then we can be a little bit more lenient about this overrun. We don't want to see a lot of strength in the sellers though. All right, if there's strength in the sellers, then that's a different story. And again, that would kind of disqualify this trend if this shows a lot of strength on the sell side. A big move like that or something like that. So we want to look for a situation where, we're dropping down and we're getting a setup, but we don't have a lot of selling strength here. Okay, now we can have this overrun. Now, one of the things I will say is that generally speaking, so this went up and kind of consolidated here, and then it started up again, and then it consolidated a little bit with an inside bar, and then we got the trigger bar, right, crossing above here. Now, and closing above the 40, right? So in my view, most of the time, what I see a lot in this pattern is that we'll come up and then we'll fiddle around below the 40. Sometimes we'll come down and test and then come back up. And so you're going in the zone between the 18 and the 40 and then coming out. Other times you'll come in and you'll stay in between there and channel inside, right? So a close above the 40 would be important in that situation. This is about as lenient as I would be in terms of taking a trade where you've kind of made a pretty decent sized move to the upside. However, you're taking this trade, and the reason why you're doing that is because of what's going on the higher time frame. All right, all the things that I'm showing you, breaking the downtrend line, you're holding the 18 for the first time, you're holding the MACD, and we're showing signs of improvement in ADX. Okay, because of all those taking place, and it's early in the trend, we're going to be a little bit more lenient about, again, this overrun, and our entry pattern is our classic entry, which is if price is below both moving, I'm sorry, if the 18 is below the 40, and price closes below both lines, we have a setup on this time frame, and then we take the close above the 40. I did a back test on this. You can find the video from, it was several years ago when I did it, but I did a long-term back test on this. So if we close back above the 40 in this instance, we can take that trade. Now, again, what I'm trying to do is get one leg. So you enter here, and then you use 2 times the ATR on this time frame as your stop. All right, you're going to put the stop, you're going to give it a little room. It might actually be above the 40, and above the 18 in some instances when you get a close like this, but that's okay. We're playing for one leg, and we're playing on the idea that this should have immediate follow through. Okay, it could fiddle around a little bit, but for the most part, we're expecting upside follow through like what happened here. All right, in this case, I worked out the numbers. You know, your stop would have been above the 18, but your target would have been somewhere right around, right about here. And so you're entering here and you're out 2 times the ATR. You're gone. That's it. Your target is 2 times. That's all you're looking for in this trade. We're not trying to milk the trade and turn it into a big trending move. Yes, this kept on going up for quite some time, but that's not what we're trying to accomplish with this. This is what I would call a swing trade on the weekly, right? We're getting a pullback on the weekly chart. We're trying to catch this for, what turns into probably, a 5 to 6 week move. We entered here. Well, it was only a 3 week. It only took you 3 weeks to hit your target. So that 2 to 4 week window is typically what we're trying to identify. 2 to 4 bars, right? Now on a daily chart, I mean, if you're doing this on, I've tested this on all time frames. You can do this in any 2 time frames that you want side by side. This could be a 5 minute and this can be a 1 minute. Okay, these will happen on a regular basis on the 5 minute, 1 minute every single day. All right, I have tested this out. I've got guys that I'm training that are trading this type of pattern, and it's a good pattern. It's a very good pattern. It works. If it's working on a 5 minute and a 1 minute, it's certainly going to work on a weekly and a daily. All right, and it's something that I've constantly been on the lookout for over the years, just because. When you're looking at a new trend, right, you need to have a few more things associated with the move. You want to have a little bit more confidence that things are shifting. And also this works in both directions, by the way. Now, one of the things that I will say is what happens as the trend matures. So what will happen usually is you get this signal and you might get one more of these. All right. You might get one more, the second one. I still like the first one best. All right. But you might get one or more of these. And then after that, a lot of times what happens is what happened here. Look at this. This is a higher low, and this is a lower low. You get a reverse divergence. You start to see reverse divergence take place as the trend gets going. All right. It's not necessarily going to happen early in the trend. It does maybe every now and again. But for the most part, you're going to find this pinch play is going to develop early in the trend and going to be a little bit more reliable early in the trend, believe it or not, if you're kind of meeting all this other criteria. So something to be on the watch for. Let me know if you have any questions. We'll see you next time.